So, you've recently become Pirate Legend and want to start your very own Fort of the Damned. But you may be wondering, Darkside, how exactly do I complete a Fort of the Damned? Well, you're in luck, because in today's video, we're going to be talking about exactly how to start and complete a Fort of the Damned. To start a Fort of the Damned, you need a Skull of Destiny. This skull can be found after completing the legendary search voyage found on your quest table after unlocking Pirate Legend. Personally, I recommend diving to this voyage as it just makes you surface at the island where the skull is, and from there, all you have to do, use the compass given to you to locate the skull and dig it up. Once you have the skull, go back to your ship and sail on over to the Fort of the Damned. I recommend parking at this little dock here as it makes it easier to transport loot after completion. Now that you've arrived at the Fort of the Damned, what you're going to want to do is grab the Skull of Destiny, bring it into the fort, and light each and every brazier, with its respective flame colour of course. Now, before you actually start the Fort of the Damned, I would recommend setting up a keg wall. You can place the kegs in this spot in the wall here, ready for the final boss round with Grey Marrow. Now that you have your keg wall set up, all you need to do is grab your Skull of Destiny and place it on top of the skeleton in the cage to start the fort. Now, you can start the fort another way using the ritual skull, but this requires dying in 6 unique ways to get the 6 flames of fate from the fairy. And let's be honest, no one wants to be dying that many times. However, if you do choose this method, tell the ferryman I said hi. Thanks. Now, you can determine whether a pirate has already started the fort simply by looking up at the sky and spotting a cloud which resembles a skull with red eyes. This cloud represents the Fort of the Damned and is not to be mistaken with the skull that signals a Fort of Fortune, which is noticeably different due to the crack in the skull. Once the fort begins, you will be faced with waves of shadow skeletons. These skeletons will glow a distinct colour depending on the flame needed to reveal their physical form. Alongside these shadow skeletons, you will also be faced with around 2 captain rounds with a range of 3 to 5 captains depending on how many players are at the fort at the given time. Luckily, these captains work the exact same as the basic shadow skeletons, just with more health. Upon completing the final captain round, boss Grey Marrow will spawn in. Grey Marrow has a range of attacks including a pistol shot, basic sword combat, a slam attack to launch players away, a teleportation ability, and the ability to summon more shadow skeletons to fight alongside him. However, if you have set up the keg wall I mentioned earlier on in the video, you can lure Grey Marrow towards these kegs, and either you or your crewmates can explode them, inevitably defeating Grey Marrow, granting you a key to open the vault beneath the fort and claim your hard-earned loot. This loot consists of many valuable items ranging from basic treasure chests and skulls to the Chest of Legend and Reaper's bounty chests. Now, be warned, these Reaper's chests mark you on the map and can only be sold at the Reaper's hideout northwest of the fort, so take them with caution. Unfortunately, this does conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. For more videos like this, remember to like, subscribe, and comment what tutorials I should do next. Hey everyone, I just wanted to thank you again for watching, but I did want to clarify that this was my first full-length video and was recorded on various dates with a large portion of it missing a script, so I apologise for any poor quality. I will try harder to improve in the future. Until then, I shall see you next time.